pull the door open. Two figures stand in the hall. No rush, no heat. Quiet, like they're here to deliver a bill. One wears a plain jacket, like building maintenance. He flashes a badge, then pockets it immediately. So gentle, like he doesn't want to wake anyone. We're here to take something back. You glance back inside. Suitcase latched, passport pocketed, location off. Everything looks rehearsed. You force a smile. You've got the wrong person. He gives you a small smile back. No. You just completed your last handoff. Now, time to collect your paper. You freeze. Paper? He tilts his head, pointing down the hall. A black camera sits against the wall. Red light on, like an insect that never blinks. It isn't filming an arrest. It's filming how you answered. Your throat goes dry. What question did I answer? He looks at you like he's reading a report card. If no one stops you, how far do you go?
To explain tonight, you start with a night that meant nothing. You're not angry, not broke to the edge. You don't even have ambition. You're just numb, a life stuck on endless buffering. That night you scroll into a clip, dim screen, anonymous deals, an interface like a dead forum. The narrator sounds thrilled and shaken. Anything can be bought. Anything can be sold. You mean to swipe away, but your finger stops. Not because you want crime, because you realize you haven't felt danger in a long time. You install the gateway. You tell yourself, I'm just looking. The first time it opens, a message appears. Don't treat this like a game. You let out a quiet laugh. Who treats a web page like a game? Later you learn that laugh was the start. Inside there's no blood like you expected. No guns, no knives, just keys. Keys to accounts, keys to access, keys to doors. Clean, like office paperwork. You exhale. You give yourself a shield. No blood, just doors. You name yourself, like locking the real you in a drawer. Paper crown. It sounds ridiculous, and you like that, because it makes it feel like it isn't you. You list your first key. Cheap, a toe in the water. That night you shower, brush, turn out the lights, normal. You even feel ashamed. Until dawn, your phone vibrates. A tiny alert, like a pin in skin. Sold. You sit up and stare at the word. Your heart pounds like you're running. Not for the money, because something deadlier happens. The world answered you. In real life, you don't matter. But here, one click gets results. You look at the numbers and smile. You think it's happiness. It's something waking up. That same night, in another city, someone changes the lock. The old cylinder hits the trash. A dull sound, small. You don't hear it. You only hear your heartbeat celebrating. You learn fast. Being a seller is exhausting. Fees, disputes, scams, predators. The rules are mud. Wherever you stand, you sink. And then the dangerous thought arrives. You don't want to sell. You want to control order. You spend weeks building a new market. You don't call it a shop. You call it Ledger Court. A name that sounds like justice. You write 3 rules, like a pardon you sign for yourself. Only digital keys. Escrow only. Disputes go to the court. Break it. Banished. You read them and feel pride. You even think you're cleaning the place up. At first, no one comes, so you make it look alive, safe, trusted, stable. You tell yourself, it's just operations. Then the real people arrive. They don't love you. They love your efficiency. 3 months later, the dashboard spits cash. You stop watching the sales. You watch curves. You start speaking in report language. Because charts don't feel guilt. The scariest upgrade isn't profit. It's that you treat it like a job. Like writing weekly updates, like getting promoted. Then the noise begins. Not accusations, like tiny cracks in the air. Someone posts, "My mom's insurance account is gone." It gets buried. Someone uploads a photo. Old locks piled by a door. Caption, "Can't sleep." Someone writes, "I don't blame anyone. I just want to know, why me?" They live on your screen for 2 seconds. One swipe, and they're gone. And you even feel relief. Good. Gone fast. You repeat the old line again. Not me. I'm just a platform. I never touched them. It gets easier to say, until it's a mantra. And mantras become belief. But your body doesn't. Your body punishes you early. You move into a better place, but the curtains never open again. You keep 3 computers, one for daily life, one for work, one only to wipe. You hide the wipe machine, like hiding a knife in the air, because you want it ready to save you. That's how paranoia grows. To feel safe, you manufacture fear. One night, your reflection appears in the black screen, and you realize you haven't breathed like a normal person in a long time. That day, an anonymous account messages you. No greeting, no threat, just 4 words. The wind changed. You stare like the sky just turned. You start cleaning, cutting, shrinking. You tell yourself you're saving yourself, but the dashboard keeps moving. Numbers keep rising, like someone pressing rewards into your palm. You stare at the exit button, finger hovering. You tell yourself, one more day, one more deal. Just lower the risk a little more. In the end, you don't press it. You pull your hand back, like pulling your conscience back too. You decide to sell Ledger Court. The price is insane, because you're not selling a site, you're selling freedom. A buyer comes too fast, like he's been waiting by your door. He wants one thing: prove you're the owner. No meeting, no call. Just one action in the back end. Something only the owner can do. You do it. Deal done. You destroy devices, wipe traces. That night you sleep through. Next morning, upgrade complete. Welcome back. Not your voice. Too cold. Cold like an order. You ask, who are you? He replies, don't look back. Keep walking. In that moment, you understand you didn't sell the empire. You handed it to something bigger. And the worst part, you feel relief. You actually think, I'm safe now. So we're back at the door. 2 people, a red light recording. Not an arrest, collection. You're placed in a car, lights flicker outside, like a countdown. You're taken into a white room, white like a surgical tray. No servers, no code, just paper. Stacks of echoes. Lock change receipts, freeze appeals, unemployment forms, and a wrinkled note. It reads, I never wanted anyone's money, I just wanted my life back. You try to speak.
Please, you have to believe me.
He lifts a hand, cuts you off. We're not here to debate good or bad. We're here to see, would you stop? You ask, then why didn't you shut it down? He sets the answer on the table. Because we needed to see your choices. When you thought no one was watching. As you crack, he presses a button on the table. The lighting shifts, like a stage change. The glass wall turns transparent. A row of people sit outside. Not cops, more like examiners. You finally get it. The camera wasn't for evidence. It was recording how you lied to yourself. A screen lights up. Data scrolls. Pause recommendation, 9 times. Shutdown recommendation, 4 times. Exit window, 3 times. He looks at you, voice soft, 3 times. You didn't press it. You want to explain, I was scared. I just wanted to live. He nods. We know. That's why you failed. You say, failed? I haven't been sentenced. He corrects you like vocabulary. This isn't a sentence. It's selection. Some stop after the first reward. Some stop after the first echo. Some stop the first time an exit appears. You didn't. You remember your first pardon, no blood, just doors. He looks at you like someone who's lied too long. There were always people behind the doors. They send you back to real life. Not innocent, just not useful. The sunlight is normal. The street is normal. Only you feel hollowed out. You open your bank app. The balance is pathetic. A joke after waking. You sit back down and stare at the computer. A long time. You should feel lucky it was only an evaluation. You should be terrified you almost destroyed everything. But the first thought that rises is, their system is outdated. You don't even notice you're smiling. Like learning a new language. Like being trained into a new instinct. You place your hands on the keys. The screen is black like a well. You tell yourself, I'm just looking. I won't do anything. But your fingertips are already typing. Like coming home.